Let's now shift our focus to Ukraine. While the war-torn nation focuses on its counter-offensive towards the south, it seems that some of its officials are not taking the war seriously. Authorities are now investigating an MP who allegedly took a holiday to the Maldives. Yes, this is true. Reports say the MP faked sick leave and stayed in a luxury hotel on the islands. The Member of Parliament has handed in his resignation while investigators are searching his home for proof of the holiday. So I ask, how did the MP pull off a holiday while his country is at war? The man in question is Yuriy Aristov, a member of Zelensky's ruling Servant of the People Party. Aristov took a sick leave and went abroad from June 5th to July 22nd. Now that's a month-and-a-half-long sick leave. He spent 3 days in a business trip to Poland, but investigators later found him on the private island of Fushi in the Maldives. Yes, Aristov was with his family in a luxury resort which is only accessible by a yacht. The 48-year-old former MP has made a big mistake. You see, Ukraine's martial law regulations bar men aged from 18 to 60 years from leaving the country. The country is at war after all. Men of conscription age that is, need special permission to leave the country. Nor did Aristov only fake his sick leave, he went on a holiday while lying to his people, the same people who are fighting a war. The security services have now opened a criminal case against Aristov. If he's found guilty, the former MP could face 3 years in prison. So who is Yuriy Aristov? Reports say that the former MP was also the deputy head of the Parliament's Committee on National Security. He and President Zelensky were previously business partners in a restaurant business as well. And now Zelensky doesn't seem too happy with Aristov. The president has denounced Aristov's betrayal of Ukraine. He said, "When you constantly see and feel the moral strength gained for Ukraine by our warriors, our people who are doing everything possible, any internal betrayal or any personal enrichment instead of Ukraine's interests triggers fury at the very least." The investigation into Aristov echoes the expelling of Mykola Shivenchko. Shivenchko was the former servant of the people, lawmaker. Why was he kicked out? The man posted a video of himself swimming in Thailand while his country was at war. He said that he was acting exclusively in the interests of Ukraine. How? His excuse was that he was on a business trip with approval of party leaders, but Parliament Speaker said that he never approved such a trip. You see, Ukraine has been plagued by high-level corruption. More than a dozen senior officials were dismissed or they resigned early this year. That was the biggest shake-up of Ukraine's ruling class since the start of the war. In January, several top officials were dismissed, including Deputy Prosecutor General Oleksiy Simonenko, Deputy Minister for Development of Communities and Territories Ivan Lukeria, Deputy Minister for Social Policy Vitaly Muzichenko, and the regional governors of Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporizhia, Kyiv, Sumy, and Kherson. You see, Ukraine has a history of corruption. In 2021, Transparency International ranked Ukraine at 122 out of 180 nations in the list of corrupt states. Will Ukraine sweep out more officials like Aristov? Is Ukraine's corruption indirectly delaying its counter-offensive? These are questions that need to be asked. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.